Woke up on the motherfucking Monday. Chilling game freak style on a Tuesday. Living in style like it's a Wednesday. But I ain't got girls cause it's Thursday. But we about to go party cause it's Friday. Chilling on the beach on Saturday. Preach on mother Sunday. Back to work on Monday. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. What's up, Source? How you doing, bro? Hopefully the audio is good. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn off the Wi-Fi. But what's up, son? So you might be able to tell that I now have the ability for you guys to super chat and do donations. Um, they did approve that yet last night, which is awesome. So we in there. Yeah, for right now. I'll explain in a second. I'm gonna wait until more people show up because if I explain it now, I'm gonna have to repeat it again. It's nothing too complicated, but I'll explain what's going on. But hey, everybody. Hopefully, everyone's doing well. Also, I'm waiting for the sun to chill out because the sun hasn't chilled out, and I'm not happy about that, yo. Oh my goodness. But hopefully, everyone's doing well. And I'll quickly explain some stuff. So ah, while people are jumping in, I'm going to tell you what's going on. So, if you notice on this stream, it probably shows it. You now have the ability to like super chat, and I think I have a join membership button now, which is awesome. That means I finally hit partnership. Well, kind of. Let me explain the let me explain the kind of situation. So, last night when I was setting everything up, I was trying to set up monetization for the channel. You know, the whole hey, you can now get ads on the videos and AdSense and all that other fun stuff. And I found out apparently that that's a different tier of eligibility. So they have changed how it works. So the way it works now is that when you get your first 3,000 watch views, you get the ability, you get the super chat, memberships, join channel, that kind of stuff. Fine. But then apparently, you had to get 4,000 views to get the ads on your shorts and on your channel, which is interesting to me. So they prioritize the live streams and that stuff more than they promote the YouTube video watching experience, even though, you know, that's the main point of your fucking site. So I find that a little interesting. But cool. So we've essentially hit part one of the grind. The second part is us going through the process and getting another 1,000 watch views to get ads on the channel fully in the terms of videos and that stuff. So the grind continues. Yeah. But it's all right. It's all good. We don't stop. We can't stop. We're never stop. We're never stop. But to explain what's going on today and why we're sitting here, and the video is called Chilling by the Pool. So it is 91 degrees here in Georgia today, which means it's hot as fuck. And I mean, it's really hot. Like, and some of you are like, well, why would you be inside? You can actually hear my AC running in the corner. And so it's like, it's you could go in the house. Well, family is family, and my nephew wanted to cool off. So what I'm currently doing is filling in this pool for my nephew so he can come over and enjoy the agua. I should have bought a filter. I just realized that because unfortunately the nature of having water in a freaking having a pool outside is it's gonna get dirt in it. Now, what you might be seeing over there is the other pool stuff he used to use when he was younger. Jesus Christ. I think my chips fell. Fuck me. I can get those in a second. Now, this shit's dirty because this shit hasn't been used in over a year. But I decided to pump them up, and I'm probably going to clean them off. But I want at least that one to be filled because that one's going to take the longest. So, yeah, this is also kind of a glimpse to the backyard. So, that's the thing. But, yeah, these need to be cleaned. I don't know why my sister bought my nephew a fucking... I think this was my mom. My mom might have done this. I think my mom bought him like a unicorn fucking thing. I have no idea why she did that. And my chips fell. Hold on. I'm gonna be real with you. The sun glare is not helping me right now. Hold on. But yeah. Oh, but yeah. My nephew's doing good. You see Mad Chill cost. Oh, the pool was like, I think 30 or 40, but it wasn't too bad. Also, hey, what's up, Doc? Sorry. What's up, Doc? Sorry. The glare on the phone when you're out in the sun makes it hard to read. But yeah, it wasn't cheap. Is today considered the first day of summer in Tripe? I didn't know that. I didn't know it was considered the first day of summer. Also, you gotta remember there is a lag with the YouTube, and when you guys say something, when I read it, when I respond, and when you guys hear me respond to it. So that's probably what happened. But essentially what we're doing right now is we're chilling and waiting for the pool to finish filling up. And then I'm going to clean off the other two pools, and then I'm going to chill out until my nephew gets here for him to enjoy the agua. Now, you guys won't see that whole process. You'll see a portion of it because, unfortunately, yeah, my nephew. It's an inflatable pool. It's nothing crazy. It's just something for him to play in because it's hot. And he really likes water. Like, he really likes water. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Also, thank you for the 16 viewers, guys. DD Party Wayne, chill out, Doc. That's wild. What's the weather like? We're having a heat advisory for today. It's 91, I think, currently. So, that's fine. I'll show the pool again. Just so, for those who new coming in, I'll show the pool again. I was mainly talking about a couple different things, though. Like, how I have partnership, but it's only like it's really just the super chats and membership stuff. It's not really like the main stuff I care about. Like, it's not for the video. I mean, I like this. Don't get it twisted. I want the chats for the streams and whatnot. But where the oil at? What do you mean, Donnie? What? My brightness is pissing me off, yo. Is it even up? I can barely see the chat when I'm in the sun. But yeah, this is some clickbait shit. What did you think I was? I mean, it's still technically a pool. I'm not lying. It'd be different. It's clickbait. It's not even like I put a hot girl on the thumbnail. There was no indication this was gonna be some different shit. This is not 2007 YouTube where I'm out here lying in 6K. Okay. Someone said. It's 86 over there. God damn, Red Dragon. The struggle is real. 84 here, slightly humid. Yeah, the humidity is going to be really the big killer. Like, to me, living here so long. No, listen. I don't have that kind of money. Okay? I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like I have that money. I don't even have that money to be doing that. And I wouldn't spend on a built-in pool. I'm the type of guy who's going to do way more for the interior of my house than I am going to do for my exterior. Why? Because I live in my interior. This shit outside is nothing. The most I'll probably do is keep the grass cut, have it look good, and that's about it. I don't need to do anything extra. Now, my mother does landscaping, so she's very into like flowers and shit. So if you see flowers pop up in my yard in the background of streams, that's not me, that's her, because she doesn't care. She said, "I'm paying for the flowers, so what's the big deal?" Which, sure, but you know, then I gotta maintain it when she doesn't want to maintain it. That's fine. You know what? I wish I could do raids. I don't know if I can do raids on the phone. I know you can do them on normal live streams, but I was gonna raid because I did see your video pop up on my feed, Juice. But I mean to be fair, I don't think it's gonna undercut your video. To be fair, but I will just remind me to. Well, I don't know if I can I link. I don't know if I can link anything on the phone. I know I can do it on because if I go away from this page, I'm afraid it's gonna close the stream and it's gonna mess me up. But just remind me at the end, and I'll just re-promote it. I'll re-promote your premiere once we're done here. This isn't gonna be a long stream. Like I said, I'm waiting for the pool to fill. That's what I'm waiting on. Yeah, Donnie got me. Yeah, Donnie usually got me. So Donnie, it was checking for restrictions. It's fine. Donnie, just hold on to the link, and then when I finish, just post it for Juice, just to make it a little bit convenient for everybody. Like, no, we're just chilling. We're chilling right now. I'm still doing my grind for partnership stuff, like I was telling the other people that we're approved for like donations and super chats on live streams and memberships, but we're not approved for ads yet. We had another 1,000 viewers to go for ads, so that is the next goal, is to get another 1,000 public watch hours, and then we can have ads on the videos and shorts and stuff. And then we'll be the two major accomplishments will be done. But hey, we're halfway there, and it's only June, and I only gotta go do another 1,000 because the 3,000 this from this so far counts towards the 4K at once. So only need about another 1,000. We're gonna grind that out, baby. And remember, tonight is Expedition 33, so it's not like this is the only stream. We're kind of just chilling, talking, keeping up updates. I meant to do a stream last night, but I installed a new fan in my room, and that became a more arduous task. Because the one thing, and I low-key want to do it, I want to do a stream about home ownership. That's what I want to do. I want to do a video or stream about home ownership and like just these first few years of the pros and cons and the struggles and the gripes, because to give kind of a fair indication of like how streaming is. I just realized my mother has a bad tendency of texting and calling me, so I'm a little paranoid she's going to do that during this. But I'm gonna have to ignore her calls, and she's gonna panic, and it'll be a whole thing. But it's all right. Because the housing thing has been great, but it has its own share of like struggles and issues. Mainly just kind of adapting to the whole what you're responsible for and how much like inner maintenance you find out you have to do. I've learned that almost everybody who buys a home, new or old, will be in it within the first year finding some shit that they didn't know was a problem until something either happened or something broke. And it's always like, who in the fuck? Who the fuck did this? Why the hell did this happen? And the short answer is, we don't fucking know. The real answer is, it was already wrong in the house, but you didn't notice it, or they didn't point it out to you. Therefore, now that you've already signed the mortgage and everything, it's now your responsibility, which is never a fun process. But I will say, I have learned a lot more about like home improvement and shit due to those things. Like due to the fact that like I've had to fix and like get stuff situated. As a result, I'm a lot more confident in areas I don't normally mess around with. Like, for example, me hooking up a fan. The reason why the fan, just to give context, why the fan was such a pain in the ass is because the fan. So, the way it's supposed to work is when you take down a ceiling fan, because that's what I'm talking about, ceiling fan, there should be an electrical box with wires coming out of it for you to connect the fan and the mount to the ceiling. You're supposed to connect it to this box, which is great because most modern houses would have that box. The problem is this house isn't modern at all. So what ended up happening is I pulled it out and I just saw two wires sticking out of the ceiling and went, well, not only is that a hazard, but I also don't have any way to screw this thing back in. So I'm like, well, how the hell did the fucking people before hook up the fan that was here originally? Oh, they just drilled it into the wood of the damn house's framing, or as most people would call it, a joist. Which isn't a terrible idea. Realistically, that's probably what you would want to do. You would want to do that because that's the strongest material in the house to screw into. It's the same thing when you're putting up like mounts for your TV. If you want to hang your TV midair, you would want to screw into the joist of your house. You never want to like just screw in to the wall with something that weighs as much as that does. Like you always want to screw into a joist. Um, because it's the strongest material in the house to screw into. So then I'm like, fuck. So what did I have to do? I had to run to Lowe's, buy a couple of different electrical boxes because I wasn't sure what size I needed. Screw that into the joist so it's more secure and it's safer. That means if anything sparks, it wouldn't like just travel through the house or catch the fucking insulation on fire, but it would actually properly it would just it wouldn't essentially it wouldn't become a true fire hazard. Did that, took the old one down, put the new one up, and by the time and then I messed up because the wire that I had to hook in it wasn't like it wasn't connected, but it was leaning down low enough for where when you spun the fan, it hit the motor and you could hear it go ding 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 ding. And I'm like, fuck, that's not gonna work. So I had to take it apart again. I had to take it apart again to realign the wire properly, then put it back together, and then it was finally done. But by the time I did all that, it was like fucking six or seven. Whenever I put that, it was around I think I was almost done when I posted that message on the Discord server. And I'm just like, bruh, nah. But the good news is the fan is up, it's working fine. There was no real issues, so I'm happy. But it's that increase of like responsibility and like getting used to being self-reliant. How much would you recommend saving up for your house? If it's your first house, you don't have to save up as much. Um, I think I spent with because the thing is they have a lot of programs for first time home buyers. But I think for me now it depends on the kind of house you're getting. What I mean by that is some houses are more set up than others. Like for me personally, actually we can go out here and look at the pool while I'm talking. For me personally, um, I had a bunch of bonuses and my house was older, so as a result, the house wasn't as expensive, but I had way more problems. It looked good. There's some debris in here. There's no way to avoid that. I'm gonna just be real with you, but it looked good. Um, it looked really good. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. But for me personally, I think I had about 20 grand, 20 to 30 grand. But like I said, if you're a first time home buyer, there are certain bonuses and benefits you get just for being a first time home buyer. So it's not as you don't have to save up like 50 or 60 grand unless you're just trying to kill out the mortgage as fast as possible. But I would say at least have somewhere around like 10 to 30 grand depending on what you're trying to do. I wait hopefully until the market crash. That's true. Right now it's not it's starting to come down a little bit, but yeah, I would wait a little bit before doing it. Like there's not like right now the market isn't great. It's not bad, but it could be you can get it for a better price because the interest rates is what was really killing people, and people were charging for houses pretty ridiculous. But like I said, it all hinges on what you're willing to do. But yeah, I would say for me it was like somewhere between 10 to 30 grand. I landed around 20. But my house also wasn't is not like expensive. Like I'll put it this way, it wasn't like 300,000 or some shit. Like my house was like not hell, honestly, it barely is even close to 200,000, but it's still enough. The mortgage reminds me it's enough. My house was valued at 100K in 2020. Now it's around 220. That's nice. Also, keep in mind when you buy a house, that half of the price of a house is more dictated on the location than it is the house itself. The house itself matters, but it's not the only thing. You should also pay attention to where you're at, because if you're in a bad area with a good house, it'll kill you, in the sense that like if you ever want to sell it, you won't get as much back for it as you put into it. So it's almost a house that's not worth investing into. But if you don't invest in the house, you run into situations that over time shit just starts breaking, and you now have to deal with it, which then lowers the value of your house down. So when you do try to sell it, you can't even get as much. Shit's complicated. Shit's super complicated. Well, once you're in it, it gets easier to understand. Don't worry, y'all. It's not fucking Aquafina, so I don't hear any bullshit. Every time I drink water on stream, it's always, oh, you got Aquafina? You know that shit's trash. Or Dasani, you know that shit's trash. It's not. It's neither. It's fucking. It's smart water. And then I got core water in the fridge. Chill out. Diet Aqua. What the hell is Diet Aqua? Can you even have diet? What the hell does diet water entail? Actually, all things considered, can you have diet water? Lord Almighty. But yeah, that's just the house stuff. Like once again, why smart water when you can have dumb water? You could also have thick water too. And I heard that experience is weird as fuck. You ever tried drinking water that has like the same consistency as like syrup? Just not. I think it's even thicker than syrup, but I think it's like around that kind of thickness. Ugh, ugh. So many options, not enough time. But yeah, like once again, I'm gonna make like a full stream at one point talking about that stuff because I think the house stuff is an interesting conversation, and a lot of people nowadays are trying to get their stuff together, even though shit's high and expensive. Now, certain states you're just not gonna be able to buy a house. I'm gonna just be real with you. Like if you live in some of them busier states like California, New York, yeah, you taking an L, dog. You ain't. We ain't getting no. We ain't getting no W's, yo. It's not gonna work out. I'm sorry to say, them houses over there. If you want to live in a good area, you spending at least 300, 400, 500 grand just to be okay. Not even to be in good position, just to be okay. If you want a good place, you're spending like upwards near $1 million. Like you got to make some money to be out there, bro. So yeah, certain states it's just not viable unless you're willing to move. Some people unfortunately will just be in the apartment situation for the rest of their lives, and I hate to say that because that shit sucks, but it is the nature of it all. So unless you're willing to take an L by getting a house that's kind of mediocre in a good area and build it up, that's probably a better investment. But like I said, the market is going down, so wait is the short answer. Oh, thank God, there's a breeze. There's a breeze. I need you to understand something. I could walk in this house right now with AC, but I'm trying to hang out here for the pool because I don't want it to overfill because trying to drain that is going to be a bitch. So I'd rather just get it to the market it's supposed to be at. What else? Oh, and then I guess obviously you're the Donkey Kong Direct, which I genuinely believe was fucking amazing. That was a chef's kiss, fucking 10 out of 10 experience, yo. I was so fucking excited, and I was already excited for that game as it is. I'm really excited for that game, and we only gotta wait. We gotta wait less than a week for that. So that's good. I'm tempted to get the amiibo, and some of y'all gonna be like, "Bruh, why?" And I'm just like, man. Well, one, I have a GameStop discount anyway, so my only two options. I was gonna buy Expedition 33 physically, and then I couldn't fucking find it. I couldn't find it. I went to GameStop and they didn't have it. And I'm just like, guys, are y'all getting shipments in? Eventually. I'm like, bitch, what do you mean eventually? Can it be now? Can it be today? Oh God, what is that? Okay, that's a butterfly. I was gonna get mad. So I'm like, bro, can we I can't get physical copies of quality, yo. I'm so mad, man. I'm so mad, yo. Um, but yeah, so that's a strong possibility. I will pay for the amiibo because I think the experience it's worth it. I think the experience is worth it. Yeah. And then I think I put out a short earlier this week. Did you hear about the 3K Switch 2s that were stolen in Colorado out of a semi trailer? Yeah, I did hear about that. That shit was wild. I knew we was gonna get bad, but Jesus Christ, bro. Although I did hear GameStop was getting restocked soon, so for those who haven't gotten theirs and want theirs, the opportunity is coming. But I did hear about that. I saw it on what was it? Nintendo Everything is the site I use to get my Nintendo news. because it puts Nintendo fans first. There's a couple of videos I want to do. Like I said, I put up that short about the PS6 and how there's really no point in getting it, especially if things go the way that they're going. And I wanted to make a video to like expand upon that statement more because I know some people were like, "I'm still gonna get me a PlayStation 6." I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I need to get a PlayStation? I think Juice brought up a good point about how a lot of Xbox titles are going to PlayStation anyway, so why would it matter? And I guess the question is, that's true, but if you're asking me which is the better sell, a PS6 that can play Xbox games or an Xbox that can play Steam, Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox games, I'm gonna be real with you. I think the Xbox console is the better sell, and the reason why is because Steam has a fuck ton of exclusives that are not on anything but Steam. So just because PlayStation will get Xbox games doesn't mean that it'll get the back catalog of Steam titles that have never been touched. No PlayStation guys switching over to Xbox PC for Steam. They won't, of course, it won't be immediate, but it will be eventual because then it's just going to become a better pricing proposition. Like right now, like if you're telling me if you could just get an Xbox console that plays Steam, PlayStation games because of its Steam, and then freaking Xbox Game Pass, and then all the other PC titles, that just seems like a better financial investment. Console gamers aren't worried about a bunch of old Steam games, man. Yeah, but I think people will be more inclined to pay for an Xbox that has PlayStation games on them that run better. Like, you need to also remember, playing Steam also means you now have a more playing Steam makes your having an Xbox console or even already having a Steam library means everybody who's been buying into Steam for the last, I don't know, decade or two, their entire backlog is available day one. So on top of already having Game Pass that gives them a bunch of fucking titles, on top of already having their Steam library already hooked in. So if they bought those PlayStation games, they can play those PlayStation games day one with no real extra charge. Whereas PlayStation has a tendency to do upgrade costs. They don't. Xbox doesn't really do that. You can't really do that with Steam, but PlayStation will. So I'm just saying, for me personally, it's become less and less of a viable option to buy, especially considering not only that PlayStation is making less and less exclusives. Right at this point, they are so focused on live service and getting their money back up. You only, I mean, right now, even this year, as far as major first party Sony releases, you have like one. I think it's like one game, bro. I mean, obviously that's optimization issues, but the advantage of the Steam ecosystem and the PC ecosystem is the ability to modify and change things. But of course, it all remains the same. But my thing is, to me, PlayStation has slowly not been utilizing its exclusives as it is. So as a result, you have less exclusives. Those exclusives are ending up on other platforms, and the other platform it's ending up on is more convenient. Where is she? Who is she? Revolver. 3 games. What are the 3 games? Red Dragon. I may be missing one because the only thing I can think of right now is Ghost of Yote because the Naughty Dog game doesn't have a release date or anything. What was the other one? There's another one I'm missing. This PS2 will always be peak Sony. Where is the what? What? Y'all are dumb. Chill out, yo. Where'd you get that emoji from? I need to actually add, now that I have the ability to include stickers, I need to add some of the emoji stuff onto YouTube. I'll probably do that a little later once everything out here is situated. So being a membership is actually worth something. Thank you, Switch app, for telling me that my friend went online. I'm probably about to go play either Pokemon or Mario Kart. Oh god, there's a breeze. Yep, there goes notifications. Probably should have turned that off. Death Stranding 2. Wait, Death Stranding 2 is Sony exclusive? Death Stranding 2. Well, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me. Also, I like to say who the fuck is excited for Death Stranding too, but I know it's one of the YouTube emotes. Okay, gotcha. Duly noted. I also need. I don't know. Can you set up notifications for like subscriptions or stuff like that? I regret buying my PS5. Okay then, yeah, Red Dragon. All right, bull, cool. I'll give you the 3 then. But 3, and to be fair, the biggest problem Xbox has is that Xbox just doesn't make good games. My biggest issue with Xbox is that they their boon would be a lot better if they at least had even up to like Sony's quality of like PC titles. I mean, PC PlayStation titles, but we don't even have that, bro. Um, Xbox needs to make some consistently good games. Like it's funny that we always hear all this shit. That's why I was mad about the whole Switch 2 and everyone acting like Nintendo's about to ruin the gaming industry, but the other two companies that you fucking support actively don't even give you good games. They give you these mediocre experiences and then act like, well, what you guys, you don't get it, yo. Like these games cost a lot. Like, and then people want to talk shit about like the $80. Hey, you don't get mad about $80 games and you out here supporting $70 games and the games you were getting for $70 weren't even good. Yeah, we got like a little bit more for the, we got like a chunk more for the pool before the pool gets to where I need it to be. But it's getting there. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Actually, let me pull this out because it feels like the problem is when the water gets up to a certain height, you can't tell if it's still coming out of the thing. You're assuming it is, but there's no actual guarantee. So let's go look. Yep, it is. Okay. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it. But yeah, I just need Xbox to make some good games. Sam is in a bikini. That is all. If only life was that convenient, yo. Ugh. Okay. I will still mainly be a PlayStation guy. I mean, hey, look, I'm not. This is not really a conversation of trying to convert you into something else. Switch to first year is still better than the launch of the Xbox. Well, Xbox, honestly, and that's why I always make the joke that Xbox did nothing for gaming, because everything it did for gaming was very minute. It only has really 3 major parts of it that I give it credit for. I give it credit for its online and the focus and the push of online gaming. Obviously, it's also the usher in of multiplayer, especially it kind of revitalized the shooting genre. Right, it was right up there with Call of Duty when like the shooting genre became kind of the main thing for a while. So I give Xbox credit for the shooting genre and then some multiplayer shooting genre and then online. I'll give Xbox Arcade some props because Xbox Arcade at the time was crazy, yo. Like Xbox Arcade was like an experience. So I'll give them credit for Xbox Arcade. But like those are like the only 3 things I think they did. They didn't have an incredibly good controller. They had a few exclusives I think were worth investing into, and then they didn't do that. And even when they did try to do it again, we got games that were just absolutely trash in terms of quality and gameplay. And then you gave us these half-baked consoles. The 360 is a system that should have never succeeded in any way, shape, or form. Just off of the Red Ring of Death alone. And some people think I'm wilding on that, but there is no other console I know of that had a 55 or 50% kill like death rate that would be deemed a successful console. And that thing's still sort of, what is it, 86 mil, I think? 84, 86 million consoles. And I don't even think they made their money back because of I don't think they made their money on that console because of how much they had to spend to cover warranties for having them break the console, scratch up discs and shit. And that was our lead platform. That's the fucking crazy thing. The 360 was the lead platform, and that thing was destroying games. Gamers were the most hoed, but it also indoctrinated gamers into really shitty practices. Like buying a half-baked product and acting like it was okay. Oh, hold on, I gotta catch up to the chat, y'all talking. Hold on. Xbox launch title was Halo Infinite. Oh wait, that got pushed back to almost a year. Xbox had the most powerful and cheapest console, and the always talk about Game Pass value for 4.5 years, yet stole 1/4 of PS5. Xbox PC will do under 20 million, probably under 10 million. Also love how the gaming community gave Sony a pass for closing studios and saying no major games for a year. Of course they did. They gave Sony. Sony has been the gaming media darling for years now because they weren't kiddie like Nintendo, and they were taking themselves more mature than Xbox. Oh man, Uncharted, Last of Us, and I don't want to act like those games aren't good. But my problem is, I feel like the way Sony played it is that they played into gamers' insecurities of not being taken seriously as adults, and so as a result, what we ended up getting was a console when it was like gamers who cared more about looking like adults than they were about enjoying the games that they bought. And that shit just got on my nerves personally. I'm like, bro, why are you even here? That's literally how I felt about it. I was like, why are you here, dog? Because the shit's offensive to me. And that's kind of the biggest issue we have with like modern Xbox gamers. Xbox gamers don't even exist. That's why I was gonna make a video about how the console war is dead and Nintendo won like years ago, dog. Nintendo won years ago, because it kind of goes into the Nintendo cycle thing I've talked about before, where people go from like people have never really liked Nintendo in the traditional sense. They like, to me, like next gen 720's whole like I grew up with Nintendo, but Nintendo didn't grow up with me. Like that mentality is probably the standard consumer. And gamers like to be petty. The things they can never hold against Nintendo was its ability to sell consoles and its ability to have fun games. So what people did is when Nintendo was fucking up or Nintendo got hoed in some specific situation, that's what they would use to run off and make all sorts of wild claims. Now, does Nintendo deserve criticism for some of their decisions? Absolutely. But the kind of criticism they were getting, some of it was just petty. I'm just mad you don't make new IPs like Sony does. I'm like, you mean like yeah, but you lost like all your old IPs. So what difference did it make? If anything, you didn't even get as many new IPs. And as the generations have gone on, we've gotten less and less new IPs. The PS4 still has more IPs on it than the Xbox, and then the PS5 does. And then you had whole companies carrying you. Now, granted, Nintendo has Monolith Soft, and it's been proven, Monolith Soft has been handling their business. And same thing with Insomniac. No disrespect to Insomniac. Insomniac has been doing exactly what they said they're gonna do. We're gonna make games, and you're gonna enjoy them. And most people have enjoyed most of Insomniac's recent experiences. But as a result, you got these other companies have only made like one game this whole generation, and Insomniac is what, on their fourth game, I think. If you count the remaster, Miles, Ratchet and Clank, and fucking Spider-Man 2, and then the upcoming Wolverine game at some point, like, Insomniac is doing everything, yo. With one God of War, one Horizon, one Ghost of Yote game, and no new Last of Us, but some new IP that has been in development for 8 years, but somehow has nothing to show for it other than a mediocre CGI trailer and some ugly ass character designs. Sony messed up with the game as a service games, but you never have to worry about multi-plat game being there and being well optimized for the most part. That's true, but that's not why people bought Sony consoles. I mean, that didn't help. I mean, that didn't hurt by any means, but people bought Sony consoles also for the exclusives. You bought it for the new Last of Us. You bought it for the new Ghost of Tsushima game. You bought it for the new God of War. You bought it for the new Horizon game. And as of right now, you are getting less and less of that and just more and more, well, here's another third-party game. And at a certain point, people are like, bro, what's the difference between these two consoles? Is it literally just third-party? Because if it's going to be just third-party at this point, it'd be better just to get the console that just handles third-party better. Or the console that has the most third-party on it. Because who the hell's out here trying to spend all this money on consoles? But that's also the reason why I think Xbox kind of has been failing console-wise. But it's also because Xbox hasn't been promoting their console at all. If anything, you've made it harder for people to give a fuck about your console, which I think has been more offensive to me personally. I'm like, bro, why do you even have a box at this point? It seems like a waste of fucking time and money. Sony shut down Japan studios because they went where the money is. As much as people don't want to acknowledge it, the money's in America. America buys the most, consumes the most, and therefore is the biggest cash flow for Sony and pretty much any of the gaming industry. So as a result, they said, well, we're just going to focus on America, which has led to not of a accomplishment as I think they want to say it does. Like, has it done okay? Sure, but it hasn't done as well as I think they wanted it to. And that's kind of the core of the issue here, because it's like, well, the goal was to make money, and the money you've made so far hasn't been enough. And then on top of that, you mismanaged the money you did get. You mismanaged the money you got really poorly, by the way. Like, it was offensively poor. Like, who in the fuck told you to spend all that money on live service games? And the answer was nobody. But they did it anyway, because they don't fucking listen. And that's why we're in the situation we're in now. It's a damn shame, actually. But it is kind of funny, because it's like you had all the opportunities to be better and you just chose not to. To be fair, the PS3 did a horrible job. It did horrible in the beginning, but it came back. That comeback was ridiculous. Like, that's probably one of the strongest comebacks I've seen in gaming. The PS3 definitely had its problems, but the PS3 had a hell of a run back. It was like, yo, they got us in the first half, and we about to light them asses up on the second half, son. And people always talk about Nintendo getting complacent around that time. Xbox got hella complacent. You know, you didn't get any first-party games that last year or two of the 360. The 360 just did not make new games. It was just like, well, third party, well, third party, well, third party. While PlayStation was also like, well, third party. But remember, the last year of the PS3 has its arguably best game on it. Fucking Last of Us. Now, I don't care about Last of Us, but it's obvious the community fucking loves Last of Us. So with that acknowledgement, and that's how they ended their generation, which then allowed them to come in second place for a company we thought was going to be dead last by a nasty margin. They ended up outselling Xbox. It ain't over until you give the fuck up. Xbox just didn't care because they were like, well, we're already killing it with all our Kinect stuff. I'm like, cool, but like, do you want to make some like normal tradition? No. You're gonna money ahead, aren't you? Yeah. And that's what they fucking did. Like, I might make the claim about how the PSX may not be worth buying, but like, I also absolutely recognize the scourge of gaming to me is Xbox in a lot of ways. Now, a lot of people won't agree with that statement, but that's just my opinion. They are the scourge of the gaming land space, and in a lot of ways caused a lot of the problems we dealt with as gamers for years. And I hated that shit. I hated that was what it came to. This like terrible fucking positioning. So we're out here getting hoed for no other reason than Xbox started a trend, which is why I don't want to hear people say shit about Nintendo doing anything. Because I'm like, bro, y'all put up with so much shit during the 360 and PS3 era that have still had ripple effects to today. Don't talk to me. People also want to talk about how bad of a company Nintendo is. And y'all realize Nintendo hasn't fired anybody. We haven't heard about no layoffs at Nintendo. I want that to be stated. Nintendo hasn't fired or gotten rid of any of their staff, and you somehow think that they're the worst of the three companies. Bro, at least those people still have jobs, okay? There are hundreds, if not thousands, of Sony and Xbox employees who just don't have jobs anymore or had to go work somewhere else. Some of them probably ended up working for competitors, ironically enough. So it's like, who the fuck do you think I am? That's how I feel about it. There has been rumors about Stellar Blade coming to Switch 2, which has been interesting. I'm not against it, but I do find it interesting. But I think most of these companies are past the whole third-party loyalty thing. And for them, it just doesn't make any sense to do. Because there's too much money being left on the table from other consoles. And yes, it costs money to port those games, but still. Nintendo is still on top when it comes to first-party games. I don't care what people who are jealous of Nintendo fans been getting greatness from Nintendo. If we're talking about first-party, I would agree. But if we're being honest, it kind of needs to be that way anyway, because Nintendo misses out on so much third party That console manufacturer would not survive if you did not have any first party support. Like, there's no way. Which is why I'm always happy when we get third party games, but of course, people buy Nintendo consoles for Nintendo systems, and that's mainly because of how Nintendo operates. But I hope this generation they get more first party titles. I mean, get more third party titles. Because one, there are certain games I would like to buy on Nintendo systems, and two, I think it does nothing but help their brand overall. Oh, let's be real here. Xbox hasn't made any quality first party stuff in years. I can't even think of what was the last good first party game. I'm not counting Halo Infinite because it's not done, and they know it's not done, and they don't care that it's not done. What was the last first party Xbox game that was just viewed highly positive that isn't Forza? I think Forza is the only example you can realistically give. And I hate using Forza because Forza comes out so regularly, it's almost like, why not? Cameo? What cameo are you talking about, Joking? Oh shit. Sony's ultimate plan. Thank you for the $5. Revolver. Sony's ultimate plan was to give live service revenue to endlessly fund their cinematic games. Sony doesn't even support their franchises long term. Oh, Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush was so good. That game still bothers me what happened in that game. I would agree with that, Juice. That's not. I wouldn't disagree. I have not played Cameo on Xbox. Yeah, Bethesda is carrying Xbox more than Insomniac is carrying PlayStation. But once again, I don't want to. That doesn't. That's no disrespect to those companies, right? If Bethesda and Insomniac are doing, and Monolith for Nintendo are doing good jobs and giving us good content, then I'm not mad. Okay, I am not mad at them being supportive and helping their companies thrive, right? My problem is that Nintendo still makes other games besides the ones that Monolith Soft helps with, and it's not all the same fucking IP. Insomniac is just doing everything by themselves. Insomniac is just releasing shit. Same thing with fucking Bethesda. They're just releasing shit. At least with Monolith Soft, Monolith Soft is not only helping with games that currently exist, but also putting out their own projects. We got two Xenoblade main games and then two DLC packs for Xenoblade on Switch, and then we also got them helping with both of the Zeldas, and then now we recently heard they help with Mario Kart World. Like, we're at least getting different games on top of like them helping with, on top of like them putting out their own stuff. Let me see. Hold on, let me start. Asking people who will defend Microsoft and Sony so much that they like for Sony games to be mad. Don't bother asking them. I did not see about Final Fantasy 16, but that's also because I don't care about Final Fantasy 16. I've already made my claim when it comes to Final Fantasy and Square. Square, as I did in my short, actually was really good with game releases in the last like 10 years, but I don't give a fuck about their big releases. It's their double A shit has been chef's kiss. Fuck their triple A releases. Yeah, I have no interest in DMC6. Absolutely. I can't even give Xbox full credit because they buy studios and then eventually start to produce mediocre games. But true. Actually, that's like my biggest criticism of Xbox. People like, I want to give Xbox credit because they technically own the studio, but most of the games that we got from the studios that we love are before Xbox had their full hand in them. Like when people bring up Ori or Cuphead or even Hellblade, all those games were already in the process of being made. So it's like, do I give Xbox credit for them? And then when Xbox does get their hands in, the only I think game that I think was good that they had their hands in after the fact was fucking, what was it? Maybe Ori and Will the Wisp. I think Ori Will the Wisp was the only one that was good after they had them. Versus Cuphead, and then we got the DLC. And to be fair, some people say that's not fair, but like even Hellblade 2 was considered lesser of an experience. That Nintendo doesn't get. Plus, I need the exclusives. Sorry, hold on. We're almost at the line, boys. We're almost at the line on the pool. And it's gotten cooler. It's still hot, but like the wind is blowing and there's clouds over the sun, so it's not as bad. DMC6 doesn't exist, Lightning. He's talking about Final Fantasy 16. He's making a joke because Final Fantasy 16 is just DMC. To be fair, Jews, that was my original reason for getting PlayStation 2. That's how I usually operated between Sony and Nintendo. Nintendo I got for first party and the occasional like third party exclusive. And then I got PlayStation for third party games that didn't come to Nintendo. It's 29 degrees Celsius over here. Oh no. Oh no. Gogi, run. Gogi, take cover, please, man. Stay safe for you and your own. Stay safe. Oh my God. It's funny, I could actually switch the camera and show you guys some of the tree damage that still currently exists from the hurricane last year. Because for trees that fell, we've gotten a good chunk of them up. But for trees that are like still, for trees that didn't fall, some of them are in pretty like nasty shape. But they just currently are they're kind of stuck where they're at, unfortunately. We're not happy about it, but it is what it is. We need to have a discussion. Have the discussion other RPGs of past Final Fantasy in terms of quality and output. Oh, agree. Final Fantasy to me hasn't been good. I think most people agree that Final Fantasy hasn't been really good since 10. Final Fantasy 10 was like the last really good Final Fantasy. Whereas Final Fantasy 14, although being a good game, is more of an MMO, so I don't really count it in the same way. But yeah. Final Fantasy hasn't been good objectively. Hasn't been like high tier for years. And we're in remake hell also on top of that, so you know it doesn't help. I mean, my mom's still gonna bother me. Where my 12 bros at? All 12 of y'all. Wait, what 12 bros? What do you mean, Goki? Explain yourself. The pool is almost done, ladies and gentlemen. This is taking a while because this pool is huge and I fully underestimated it. It's okay. We're getting kind of close. We probably got a little bit more before like we're situated, but still. Luckily, but the sun came back out and I'm not happy about it, so I'm gonna move over here. I'm just afraid my battery's gonna die. Oh, Final Fantasy 12. People don't really talk about 12 like that. I don't even think 12. From what I've always said about 12 is that 12 is just kind of. 12 isn't bad. It just kind of exists. That's like the thing. That's the issue with 12. 12 exists, but it's not bad. 95 degrees. Damn, you got me beat right now. I think it's only 91 right here. Not that it's crazy different, but it's still like enough. Let's see. As far as my mother will still harass me. My mother came over here like 3 times yesterday, dog. Especially, ironically enough, even when I'm off, I'm still getting bothered. I've been off all week, and she's come over here at least 10 times, I'm thinking. And if she's not over here, she's calling me. So, I'll never truly be free. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I appreciate the 14, 13, 14 viewers we got hanging out, bro. And thank you, Revolver, once again for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. That's the first donation for the channel. Let's get it. Now we need to grind out another 1,000 videos. I mean 1,000 views to get ads. And how awesome would Switch 2 upgrades be for all the 2D HD games? Imagine 4K 60 Dragon Quest 3. Oh yeah. Fucking I mean we can only hope. For what it sounds like, a lot of the third party companies just didn't get their hands on Switch 2s in time enough to do anything. So that's why we haven't seen like a lot of third party announcements. Um I hope I hope that they're incoming in the next year or so. But I think Nintendo's like, listen, we got enough to kind of hold everyone down for the next year or two, so we're good. Too bad you don't stream on OnlyFans. Bro, I will chill out, yo. The OnlyFans epidemic is destroying lives of young men everywhere, man. Black moms be like that. They love us. Oh, they absolutely do. But, man, sometimes I wanted to chill out. I wanted to chill out. I need peace, bro. But to be fair, this break has been pretty good, all things considered. I got some stuff done. Installed a whole new fucking fan. Got my car situated with. I got apparently I had a screw in my tire, so they had to replace that. And then I had to also do what was the other thing? Oh, I had to do just general maintenance with oil changes and rotations and stuff. So I got all that done. And then what was the other thing? I did that. I did the fan. I did the. Oh, I ended up caulking some of my windows. Caulking is something I didn't mess around. I didn't even know anything about until I bought a house and went, oh, you know what? That's why it's still cold in here. And I still got to do more caulking around the house, but it's all good. Overall, it's been pretty productive. And on Monday, I got to go back and grind it out, ladies and gentlemen. But it's okay because it's summertime. The kids are out, and I get to enjoy some peace for a little bit. I say this, and then I go in on Monday. I hear a bunch of bullshit. I better not hear any BS. Also, I've learned I've become relatively popular at work, so it wouldn't surprise me if I get harassed a lot by everybody. Like, oh my god, it's been like a week. I got so much to tell you. Da, 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 da. There's so much talking. Overall, I probably still say I prefer winter. I used to say I preferred summer when I was younger because of obviously summer and I wasn't in school. But as an adult, I prefer winter. I think winter, because the rule I always make is this: in winter, winter may be cold, but I can make myself warm. You cannot make yourself cool in summer. I'm thinking of various situations. Overall, winter is better. If it's cool and I don't have power, I can get in the covers. I can survive in cold way better than winter. Hell, my food stays refrigerated because it's cold in the power. I had to do some. Did you say caulking? I think it's supposed to be cooking, but that's crazy. Oh no, you mean caulking. You're spelling the word wrong. It's CAULK. That's caulk. But yeah, I'm a winter person now. I'm a winter person, man. We about that winter wonderland, dog. I'm about that winter wonderland. You know about that winter wonderland? I realize this thing is lopsided. I'm looking at this pool and I can see it's lopsided. Like it's more full on one side than the other, which is weird because it's not on the incline. It's in like a ditch, but it's definitely lopsided. That's interesting. Not a big deal, especially because my nephew probably won't even be indulging in it like that. But hey, it's could be worse. Must be nice, nice. Oh, so you literally just said it the wrong way because you wanted to be a dickhead. I get it, Goki. I understand. For those who are interested in doing memberships, after the stream, I'm going to be focusing on doing some. What is it? I'm gonna be doing some. Damn, my brain cut off. I'm gonna be posting some stickers and whatnot. I enjoy the cold instead of the heat. Oh, absolutely. The cold is better. Also, it's less expensive. These are things I didn't care about. What's up, Rob? I fly you up to Michigan in January and we'll see how much you prefer winter. Oh no, he's that sounds like a threat, dog. Chill out. Hold on, wait a minute. I was playing. Oh god, the condensation on this is astounding. Look at this shit. The condensation. The condensation is absurd. I can't afford a membership. Nah, you're good. I'm just. It's not like you gotta get it. It's just hey, offer it for those who want to support the channel. I might start doing some private streams on there. No OnlyFans stuff, just private streams. Chill out, y'all. All right, I'm gonna put this down for a quick second so I can open the water real quick. But yeah, it's about 91 degrees. I actually could have done this the whole fucking time. Yeah, you remember? I think you remember on the main channel, Lightning. I think you and Sorsan still are. So I'm not expecting anything from you guys. That's be rude and unprofessional. But it is hot as fuck. Oh my lord. You have to end the stream by jumping into the pool. That's a crazy. No, bro. You gotta. It's crazy right now because I don't. Do I have to have my clothes on? Well, I have to have my clothes on. Do you have an AC installed? Oh no, the AC's on, but it's in the house. The only way I'm humoring that, yo, I'm gonna be real with you. That's a donation goal. That's not. You ain't gonna just get me to jump in the pool with the fucking with no inclination. That's a donation goal. You gotta justify with a donation. Also, because when I do it, I gotta find a way of doing it and keeping the camera on so you can see the action. So, yeah, that's a donation goal. You ain't about to get me to just jump in this fucking pool. Especially because I don't have any towels out here. That's wild. I realized when I leaned back at you, I couldn't see me. That was terrible. When you want to jump in the cold pool this damn heat though, Terrell? No, because the pool's out in the sun, so the water's probably not cold. The water's probably hot. Because it's been out here. I mean, I've been streaming for an hour, so it's probably hot at this point. So no. The only way you get me to jump in this pool is donation goal. I'm not going. Anybody about to fuck up my whole fit, my whole video. I got my video on. You trying to fuck it up with some agua? Especially because I gotta once again I have to find a way to jump into this bitch and not get and not get the phone wet. Oh yeah, for those who haven't seen the pool, I've realized I haven't shown the pool. Damn, where's the button at? Jesus Christ. Yeah, there we go. We're almost there. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Also, let me see. Oh, actually, the pool is kind of cold. All right, I'll give it credit. It's not as hot as I thought it would be, which is fine. But yeah, right now, if you want me to jump in this pool, that's a donation goal. That's what that is. Also, make sure it's still putting out. God damn. It's so hard to see shit. The sun glare makes it so hard to see things. No, it is cold. You're right. The pool is so small, you need a bigger one. No, I can jump in that. Don't get it twisted. I could definitely jump in it. Or if nothing else, I would fall into it if anything else. But still, my point is, I'm not just doing that for the hell of it. You know, that's a donation goal. We ain't about to play these games. You got to earn that. Pool is so small, you need a bigger one. The ice to the pool. I do not have enough ice to do that. If you stand on the sun, you might have a headache, so be careful. No, I wouldn't. That's why I'm not in the sun. I'm in my sun room. No pun intended. Waiting for the pool to be filled. And then I can clean off the other two like mini pools. But no, we ain't doing that, bro. Oh, hit you later, Juice. Have a good one. We'll link your video in a little bit when I get off. So I got you covered. Also, thank you for the 8 likes. Appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm surprised Studio didn't try to instigate like he normally does. He's done it before where he's been like, "Come on, guys, if you give me the $5, I mean $20, then Terrell will jump into the pool." So I'm surprised he didn't try to gaslight because he's done that before. That's how I ended up fucking up my Master Ball in Pokemon because of it. Because he sat there and he created an unrealistic expectation, and then people hit it, and I had to be like, "Bruh, what's up? What's up, JP? JP." I don't know what the hell that was. $5 pool. I'm already in the pool, bro. I mean, I'm already at $5. So that, you know what? Fuck. All right. So here's no house tour. I'm waiting for the pool to fill. So here I'll give you one. $20. We have to hit $20 on stream, and then I'll jump in the pool, or $30 and I don't go get a towel first. So to give context, if we hit $20, then I will just jump in the pool, but I'm gonna go get a towel before I do it. If you want me to do it without the towel and just jump in the pool and just walk into my house wet like a fucking villain, that is 30. So I will leave it out there to the public because y'all always put me in these fucking situations anyway. So that is your ultimatum. It's not required. It's not needed. Yeah. Go ahead and link Juice's video. But thank you for coming, Donnie. I appreciate it. I'll see you tonight for, I think we're doing French. We're doing French Expedition tonight, so you'll have that. But later, Donnie, thanks for coming by, the support. I think Orion and Donnie just tapped in / tapped out. Y'all savages. Go get that bread, yo. Go get that bread. For those who are coming in, though, there's the pool. There's the pool we are filling, and that is what we're waiting on. I'm waiting for this pool to get filled. Once the pool is filled, I'll probably end the stream. But I will leave that offer on the table. If we get to $20 donated, I will jump into the pool. And if we get $30 donated, I will jump into the pool and not go get a towel first. This is a really stupid idea on my front, realistically. But I know when it comes to the modern day of YouTube, chaos is always welcomed. Actually, just in streaming in general. Also, then I can have hot tub streams. I actually could have pool streams in retrospect. I wouldn't do it anyway, though, because, no one wants to see a guy in a pool. They want to see women in a pool. Also, that's the kiddie pool. For those who don't know, this is for my nephew. My nephew wants to get in the pool. My mother bought a pool, so I bought a pump for the pool, and I'm supplying the water. Can you play Soul Calibur 2 on your Switch 2? Are you asking if it's possible, or if you're asking me if I would stream it? Because is it possible? Yes. Soul Calibur runs and works fine on Switch 2. Now, you're asking me if I would stream it. That's a different story. Because I don't really feel like stream. I'm not good at Soul Calibur enough to stream it. The only way I would stream it is if I was doing like multiplayer stuff with the rest of the people. At least that, in my opinion. That's the only time I would do it. The water's getting there, though, ladies and gentlemen. The water is definitely getting there. But yeah. Oh, Jesus. But yeah. If there's anything else you guys want to ask or chat about, let me know. Right now I'm just waiting for the water to get up high enough, and then I'm going to go inside and cool off and enjoy my peace. Oh my Lord, what the fuck is this? Oh, we don't care. We do not care. No, I probably shouldn't have made that claim because I have no idea where I would put that phone. I have no idea where I would put the phone so you guys could see me fall into the pool and then also still like record it. Because I would have the only thing I can think to do is to just fall into the pool and then not get my hand wet, which is fucking stupid on my part. Single player content is great. Throw multiplayer, not everything. Hey, you said that, but some people like the multiplayer titles. It depends on the game, honestly. Certain games just do better in multiplayer. than others. It's all about making a choice. You could play single player or multiplayer, but you have to decide. See, my father was a goon and a fiend. He was on OnlyFans all night, gooning to random women. And then one day, my mom walks in and asks, "Why so serious?" He had his hand on his dick. "Why so serious?" And so she took a razor blade and put it in his mouth and did this. Now, he doesn't goon anymore. Now he finally understands the purpose of a marriage. How do you feel about Game Freak's new game? I'm indifferent to it. It didn't look anything overtly interesting for me personally. Also, because all everyone did was just make comparisons. See, it's the Nintendo was holding them back. See, they can make good games. They just choose not to. And I'm like, I already knew Game Freak can make good games. The problem with Pokemon is that they're all constantly under time crunches, which is technically the fault of fucking upper management. But you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. But I already said I'm not buying any more DLC. Yes, yes, yes. That would be the purpose of the donation, Revolver. If you do, like I said, I think I'll reiterate it. If you do $20, if we get the $20, I will do it in the pool. But I'm gonna go grab a whatchamacallit. I'll go get a towel first, and if you donate 30, if we get to 30, then I'll just jump in the pool and have to walk in the house wet. I'm excited about DK Bonanza, bro. DK Bonanza, I'm so ready. That was like one of my main reasons for getting a Switch anyway, bro. So that's day one. That's weird. Oh, you better be fucking playing with me, bro. You better be fucking playing with me, bro. 40. I don't know about 40. I already gotta get in the pool. At least at least I can go get a towel first, yo. I'll at least go get a towel first, bro. I'll at least go get a towel first. I don't know how I'm gonna record it, dog. I'm gonna be real with you. I have no idea how to record this. And of course, I gotta keep my clothes on for those who don't know, because obviously TOS is going to hoe me. You've hoed me. I gotta go get a towel, though. I gotta go get a towel. Yeah, exactly. You didn't get me in no 30. You didn't get me no 30, dog. So I gotta go get a towel. Oh, Jesus. This is gonna suck. That means I'm gonna have to stand out in the fucking thing. That is trash. The camera stay on land, the streamer in the pool. I'm gonna have to, maybe I can angle the camera on a brick or something that you can see me. I'm not gonna do it. You want me to do it right now? Nah, man. I gotta give people the opportunity if they want to hoe me by taking away the towel. Doing it right now, that's a... You're trash. You're trash, Revolver. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well played, sir. It'll happen. That's crazy. I don't know. Can I just drop in that pool? I would think I'd be able to just drop in the pool. That's wild. Well, the good news is I'm taking my Crocs off at least, though, because I don't want my Crocs to get wet. These Crocs have like wool in them, so that will mess them up. I'll keep the rest of the clothes on. Like I'll have the shorts and shirt and everything on. But I'm taking my Crocs off. I'm gonna do it before the stream ends. How much battery do I have left? I have 24%. Let's see where the water level's at. That's stupid. I hate you, Revolver. You're trash. You were absolutely trash. I don't believe you've done this. We're almost at the line, actually. Are we at the line? Oh, we are at the line. We're at the line, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I guess that's perfect timing, isn't it? I gotta find a way to prop this phone up, though. That's the biggest issue. So we are at the line, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. That's crazy. We can take this out. That took so fucking long, bro. This needs to be cleaned off, though. I'm cleaning this off. Oh, some of that dirt is not coming off, bro. That's gonna suck. Yeah, that dirt is not coming off. To be fair, this has been sitting here for a while. So that's probably why. Damn it. Alright. You've hoed me. You've hoed me, sir. So fine, hold on. Let me just put this right here for right now. Ah, don't shoot me yet. Fuck. Alright, hold on. Alright, let me see something here. Can you guys see? Oh, let me go get a brick real quick. You're a fucking savage. I hate that he put me in this position. I absolutely hate it. Alright. If I do this, can you see the pool? You can kind of see the pool, but it's not like a great position. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do this. How's that? It's a little crooked, but is that good? Are y'all cool with? Are y'all content with this positioning? Shut up. Are y'all cool with this positioning? It's gonna be crooked, but it'll at least be away from the thing. Hold on. We'll leave that here. So I'm taking off my Crocs, y'all. I'm taking off the Crocs. I won't take nothing else off, but I gotta take the Crocs off. Because I need a way to walk back into the house and not get my shoes wet. Also, because these things have like fur in them. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we at? Alright, ladies and gentlemen. He paid for it. So hope you enjoy. And I'm gonna keep the glasses on, which isn't intrinsically smart. So we're just gonna go for it. I'm not gonna jump in this because my nephew needs to use this, but we out here. I'm gonna get grassy. The thing, bro. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Oh my god. This is what you asked for. As I always say, life's a game, play to win. And I'll catch you guys. Oh my god, I'm gonna ah! 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 Oh, where'd my glasses go? Where'd my glasses go? Oh, they're over there. Oh! Ah! I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Ah. Ah. That was a stupid idea. Also, I should have put a towel under this fucking pool because I might pop it because the ground wasn't even. Oh no. We're in. Oh. This was not smart. I should have used that tarp.
Fuck me. Ah. Wait, I didn't have nothing in my pockets, did I? Bro, I had something in my pocket. I'm gonna thrash about it. Please don't tell me I had nothing. Well, my phone's over there. Oh, man. Fuck. I hate that I come to realizations after I do shit. Ah. Fuck.
Ah. There you go. There you go. There you go. I probably should have took my glasses off. Why are they holding messages for review? Is Orion still in here to approve the message? God damn it. Yeah, I fucked up. I should have. Oh, I have water in my ear. That sucks. Are you happy, ladies and gentlemen? I'm wet. And my clothes are heavy. This is how Goku felt when he was training. Oh, let me see. Show. Alright. Thank you. Thank you, moderator, for handling it. Appreciate it. My face is wet, so I can't really do what I want to do. We're in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in. Oh, the wind. The wind is astounding. Hold on. This was not a smart idea. And realistically, I would low-key want to drain it now because I realized I should have put the tarp under it so it didn't pop the bottom of the fucking thing. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, no. Oh, fuck you. Oh, no, this was a bad idea. My boxers are wet too. This was a terrible fucking idea, y'all. I fucking hate y'all, yo. This is a terrible idea. Why did I do this? Oh my god. And this thing potentially could get cut up because of the. I should have put the tarp down. Fuck. I hate when I come to realizations at the worst time, yo. But thank you for the donation, Revolver, and I hope you guys were entertained. I have problems now. What do you mean you missed it? You better stop playing with me, Revolver. It's recorded. You can catch it on the playback. You think you slick, yo. This is a terrible idea, Revolver. You're a villain. Oh no. I didn't think this out, yo. Fuck. I don't have a hot tub to do a stream in the hot tub. Now I'm just uncomfortable, yo. I'm just uncomfortable, yo. Remember, kids, it's all for the entertainment. If you do it for the entertainment and it doesn't hurt anybody, it's okay. And my feet are dirty. This sucks. This was a terrible idea. And I should have put a tarp down for that. I'm so angry at everything right now. I'm putting my feet in here. Because this one's also filling. But it's already dirty, so fuck them. In retrospect, I shouldn't have put it there. I'm so stupid. I'm so mad, bro. I'm so fucking mad, bro. Look at this shit. I hate it here, yo. This is a stupid fucking idea. This one needs to be cleaned out anyway, but still. I wonder if I could lift it and put a tarp under it. That might help. I'm wet. What do you mean what happened? I'm wet. He donated $30, so I ended up in the pool. I'm wet. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna learn my lesson one of these days. YouTube views ain't everything, yo. It's not everything, bro. It's not everything. Fucking trash. I already felt in the pool normally, so we're not doing that again, but Actually, my skin actually weirdly enough is getting dry. The shirt isn't, but this is hoed. It's hoed. Hold on. Oh, I gotta stop doing this. I'm getting dirt in the pool. Why not get a debris catcher? Fuck. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I just got dirt and debris. Fuck me. The pool is intact. Hold on. Oh, there. You see? I'm in the fucking pool, okay? Damn. This is what happens. In the fucking pool, okay? I should have put a tarp under this thing though. And my feet keep trying to go up, so it's gonna put my head under. It's gonna piss me off. There you go. Oh my god. And now I'm under the fear that I'm gonna drop this in the pool. But there, I'm in the fucking pool, y'all. Damn. You're so selfish. Y'all so selfish sometimes, I swear, y'all. Is this how girls get the views, y'all? I hope this ain't how girls get the views. That's crazy. They're wearing bikinis. Pool streamer, you girl. Now shut up, Omar. God damn. In the sun, there's the sun hoeing me. Well, first productive stream with partnership, so you know, there's that, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time to get out of here though, because I have to rethink the decisions I've made. Also, I got debris in the pool, so that's not good either. Yeah, there's a lot of debris in the pool. I'm not happy about that. This actually does fit multiple people though. And I will say, if nothing else, the water is cool. So there's that. So Jesus Christ. We're here. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. Now I don't want to get out because now I have to go inside and dry off properly. Fuck. But it is time to get out. It is definitely time to get out, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to get out. I thank you guys for watching and the support. God, this water is rocking me. It's going to piss me off, bro. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you, Revolver, for the various donations. I hope everyone was entertained, if nothing else. As I always, I'm not doing a backflip in the pool. The fuck? That's wild. One, I don't even know how to do a backflip consistently. And two, fuck you. You've caused me enough pain and trauma right now, all right? We've had it. I've had it up to here with your shenanigans. Also, I think I need to drain the pool anyway because there's hard shit under the pool, and I don't want the pool to get cut up before my nephew gets in it, because that would be a terrible decision to make. So, yeah. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you were entertained. I'm wet thanks to y'all, so I hope that was worth it. But with that being said, this has been your boy, the Insane Game Freak. Life is indeed a game. Play to win. And I'll see you guys tonight for Expedition 3030. Alright. We're out. How do I end stream? Yes.